ABC Wide Bay.
Well, a department store's new $89 smart camera glasses have sold out nationwide, proving that there's plenty of interest in affordable, wearable technology. Well, some privacy experts warn that this could make it much easier for people to be recorded without their knowledge. Dr. Kiran Kewalramani is the CEO and founder of Cyber Ethos. He's also an expert on all things cyber security and tech. Kiran, good morning.
Good morning, David. How are you?
Very good, thanks. So, well, first of all, for people who haven't seen these smart glasses, maybe don't know too much about them, what exactly do they do?
So, look, Kmart actually sold, or they've been selling $89 glasses with the tiny camera built in. And they're sold all across Australia. These are actually, they've got a very small camera built in. They're basically a cheap version of the Meta glasses. These glasses are under their Anchor brand. They look normal sunglasses, but they've got a camera built in. It can take photos. It can record videos, play music. It lets you take phone calls, and it's even got an AI assistant built in. So a cheaper version of what Meta's glasses are, which are probably anywhere between $370 to $700, depending where you buy them. But these are now for $89
so
readily available.
Big difference there, yeah. All right. So they've sold out almost immediately. Why do you think they've become so popular?
Look, the price is a good point. $89 is a really good entry point. It allows you to try the technology, have them readily available. You don't have to spend the $700, if I can call it that way. So it becomes a lot more affordable. But it also then brings in the risks associated with that, because there are more of those glasses that are being worn across the country, which means if you're a citizen or just going around your work, you don't really know that you're being recorded.
That's for sure, yeah. So is this just the latest tech trend, or do you think smart glasses are likely to become as common as, smartphones and smart watches?
Look, the technology is here to stay, so it isn't going anywhere, and it probably will get more and more. These technology wearables you're gonna start seeing a lot more of these. So it's here to stay. But I think the challenge that this brings in for people, just to be aware that they could be recorded. Now, one can say, look, my smartphone has got a camera and I can pull that out and record anywhere that I want to, and that's fine. But it becomes a lot more obvious if someone's actually recording you with your phone, with their phone. But if they're wearing if they're wearing these smart glasses, then you don't really know whether you're being recorded or not, and that's where the concern is from people's privacy perspective.
Right. So to actually record something or take a photo, you have to actually touch them, do you, with your fingers, or tap something, or how does it work?
You can even speak to it. It's got the AI built in over there, but sometimes, it probably does have a button or touch point somewhere where you touch it for it to record. But as the technology is progressing, you can actually speak to it as well, and it can start recording.
So it could be really difficult to find out if someone is actually recording you at that moment in time.
Correct. Correct.
To see. Okay. So these glasses, could they also become potentially a target for hackers or cyber criminals?
Like anything, it's important to first understand where is this data actually going. So it stays in your glasses, but where does it actually go? So it integrates with an app that's built in as part of the glasses. The app's actually, it's based in Shenzhen in China, and the privacy statement or the privacy policy of that particular app says that it's stored on the servers in Singapore. And then it also says, in quotes, and any other territories that the company decides. So you really don't know where this information is going, number one. Number two, the AI agent that is working on this data, you really don't know how it's learning that information. So if it's taking your photo and that information can then be used, is it used to create deep fakes around a video that has your face in it, but it doesn't? It's just AI generated. So these are some of the concerns from a privacy perspective and AI perspective, AI security perspective, that are a bit of a concern for all the cybersecurity people.
For sure, some really big concerns there. So, well, just finally then, what can we do to protect ourselves?
From what I recommend, it's important for your listeners to be aware. Recording someone in a public place, it's actually legal in Australia, or it's not illegal. So anyone can pull out and record in a public place. You can't record in a private area. You can't record in people's homes without their permission, and so on and so forth, or in the public toilets and so on and so forth. You can't do that. So it's important for people to be aware. If they have a suspicion that they are being recorded, ask that person going, hey, are you recording me? And get them to turn it off if that's what you don't want them to do. Be aware, if you're a parent, that when you take your kids to playgrounds and so on and so forth, be aware if someone is wearing one of those glasses where they could be recording without your permission. So that's another area to be mindful of. The third thing is just be aware around what some of these risks are. So if you're looking at purchasing these glasses, be aware that your data, because you'll be setting it up as well, your data could be in an environment that you may not have any control over. It could be going offshore. It could be accessed by people. It probably doesn't have enough security controls on it yet, because that technology is still emerging. So these are the three things that I'll tell your listeners to be aware of.
All right, certainly some things to watch out for. Kiran, always good catching up. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you very much, David.
Dr. Kiran Kewalramani, CEO and founder of Cyber Ethos, cyber security expert on ABC One.